Yo guys, what's up and hope you're having a great day. It's only been 4 days since the last patch for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game, and now we already have the patch notes for the next big update, and we got some huge balancing changes. I really like that the developers are working on those patches with such a high priority. We're gonna get this update on Tuesday, September 12th. And now let's take a look what it's all about. Number 1. Victims trapped collision issue. Resolved an issue where victims who are trapped then lose collision control when trying to use a gap afterward. This is not the only issue that's related to hitchhikers' traps and victims. So there seemed to be a bug where victims who are trapped then lost collision or control of their character. I didn't encounter this bug so far because I only play family, but maybe you guys have experience with this bug. Let me know in the comments. Alright, next up we got fixed Perking Up Achievement. We fixed an issue with the Perking Up Achievement, causing it to not unlock. Carry on achievement hunters. Alright, for all your achievement hunters out there, you can now get the Perking Up Achievement, so go for it. Next up we got continue on lobby end screen. So this issue was causing all active players to wait the full timer when choosing to continue to the next match. So basically after the match ended, usually you would press E to continue to the next match, and if all of your party members pressed E, it will instantly search for next match. Sometimes it was the case that this didn't work, so we had to sit there and wait for a whole minute to find a new game. So it's cool that they've taken care of that. Next up, continue missing from custom endgame screen. We resolved an issue where the continue option was missing from the endgame screen of custom games. So this one is related to the one before, but in this case, when playing custom games, sometimes the continue option would not even be there. Alright, next we got a huge change in favor of the family. Battery match start state. The car battery will now start out on and be powered up by default. This will help family players to get to the tasks at hand to set up for the match faster. Wow, this is such an amazing change. I can't praise the developers enough for this. This was a big problem all the time, and I'm so glad that on Tuesday it's gonna be fixed. Alright, for you guys who don't know what's going on, every time the match starts, one of the family members would have to go to the car battery, turn it on, which took like 6 years, and by the time you were finished with doing that, the victims most likely had made so much progress already that some people didn't even turn the car battery on to begin with, because you just don't have the time. If you're playing against experienced high-level victims who are on comms, there's no time to turning on this car battery. So this is going to be a huge game changer to give the family more time to set up properly. Next we got the respec in lobby option. We have removed the option to respec characters in match lobbies. You can still edit the character loadouts and spend any unused skill points. Respec will have to be done via the main menu now. Wow, this is a big one as well. And hopefully it will help to reduce lobby waiting times, especially when people don't get the character they wanted and then they have to level up that character from scratch, or they have to respec a character. With this option removed, those people will no longer be holding the lobby hostage, so they either have to go back to the main menu and leave the lobby and make space for people who are actually ready, or they would just have to respec before entering a lobby at all. The next is also a balancing change, again in the favor of the family, and we're talking about bone scraps. So the bone scrap limits have been reduced and limited to 3 uses per bone scrap pile. This is just one step in terms of balancing the scrap usage and frequency. In my opinion, this was also a super important step to do. They somehow have to tackle this chain stunning problem, and the way they're trying it now is by reducing the amount of bone scrap you get from one bone pile. So this should help with the spamming of bone knives and the stabbing of Leatherface in the basement. We will see how this turns out next Tuesday, if it helps at all or if it's just a drop of water in the hot stone. If you enjoyed this video so far, remember to hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so you don't miss any future videos on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I really appreciate your support. Next up we got the Cook Log Usage XP Farm. We have set a limiter to the amount of XP that can be earned from placing and removing logs repeatedly. You will still receive the XP bonus for placing each of the 3 logs once. Alright, as I predicted in yesterday's video, they are going to put in a limiter that only gives you XP for the first 3 logs, so you will not be able to use the infinite XP farm anymore. So if you want to get some cook leveling, I would suggest you do it before Tuesday. Alright, and lastly we got lobby timer set to 3 minutes. Alright, in the last patch they kinda messed it up. They put the lobby timer to 5 minutes from 3 minutes, and now as the community were raging and disliking this change, they reverted again to 3 minutes. In my opinion it should be even shorter, like maybe 1.5 minutes, but we will see how the community reacts to this change. And they're also talking about further anti-cheat tuning and improvements. They're saying we have continued our work on anti-cheat and are one step closer to reintegrating PC into crossplay, though we are not there just yet. If you encounter any cheats, just go to their support site and report them, and hopefully their efforts are going to work so that we can get the PC back into crossplay. Alright, that wraps up all the patch notes for the next patch in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you didn't already, remember to like, subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any more of my videos. I appreciate your support and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.